Today I'm going to be unboxing the GVM 600D Mark II and the softbox that comes with it that was free. So the reason why I purchased the 600D Mark II was because I've owned a Nanlite 300 watt light for over 4 years now, and it served me well, but it isn't quite bright enough. And a lot of people say, and I've come to see in my own work, that the 300D isn't bright enough sometimes. And so I always thought that the perfect light would be something 600 watts and above, 600, 1200. A 1200 would be nice, but they're really expensive. So GVM was doing a Mother's Day sale, even though it's not on Mother's Day. They were doing a really good sale, and I don't really think it matters what brand of light you have. All of them are pretty good nowadays. So the 600D Mark II comes in this pretty freaking hefty bag. And like I said, I wanted something bright enough, and my Nanlite 300D was daylight balanced, the D. This says D, but this is a bicolored light. And so I ran into situations where I needed to change my Kelvin to something under than daylight balance, which is 5600. And this is going to come in clutch when it comes to having something that's bright and having something that I can change the Kelvin values to. So, and then I can use my 300D for other purposes, such as brightening up the room. There are many times where I wanted to brighten up the room by just shining the light on the ceiling to make it brighter and then have my key light. And so I always had to use my Nanlite 300D as the key light, but now I can use this and use the 300D for something else. So the 600D Mark II comes with your typical lighting stuff. It's pretty massive. This is, I mean, should be a really bright light, but a lot heavier and bigger than my Nanlite 300D. So definitely not going to be mounting this overhead for the size, but very hefty build. Should be good quality. So it comes with this mount, and your power cords here, the mount for your stand, and then the box where you control everything from. So like I said, just wanted a light that was a lot more powerful, that could pack a punch and, you know, shine against the sun if I really needed to. And the good thing about GVM is if you order now, they still might have their Mother's Day sale going on. But if you order a light that's a 300 and above, you get a free softbox. And so this is actually perfect, because if I wanted to run an interview setup and or a podcast setup and have a softbox or light on either side, I could use my 300D on one side with my softbox, and now I can use the 600D bicolored light with this softbox, which is pretty large, actually a perfect size, as the other light. So like I said, if you order from GVM, you'll get a free softbox from their website. It's a huge discount. You're getting a really powerful light for a quarter of the cost, pretty much, if not a little over a quarter of the cost than most of these brand name lights. And I've had GVM panels for a long time. I really like them, but this seems like a really good built light. It's a little heavier than I expected, but for the amount of power it's going to put out, I think it's going to be a great light. So yeah, that's the unboxing of the GVM 600D Mark II and the softbox that comes with it.